for tuning in. If you're new, welcome, join the gang, subscribe, and if you're not new, thank you for coming back. So today my tutorial is going to be based on this look, which is quite vibrant. It's very colorful, and I'm lucky to be in a country where every year it's sunny. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna play with some of my colorful palettes, and this is the look I feel. I walked into this shop this weekend and just randomly ended up picking up these products. So these three are blushes, but they have different textures. I use this for my highlighting, which you can see right here and here. And then I used all three products. And then I picked up this lipstick also, which is the Samoa one. So I combined it with So yeah, again, I really like the color of it, and I decided, let me come and try it. So yeah, this tutorial is going to be on my look today, and I hope you like it. And if you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching.
I'm going to start off by correcting my dark circles in my eye area, and I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Conceal Orange Corrector. And I find that this is really good, especially for black skin. It just really balances and neutralizes, and just it just evens out your skin tone nicely. Next, I'm gonna prime my eyelids ready for my eyeshadow. And this is important because I'm going to be working with matte eyeshadows, which can be difficult to work with because they usually fade off as you apply them. So just to give it something to hold on to, priming is a really good technique to use. And this primer is really good because the matte eyeshadows stick onto it and also gives it that opacity which I need. Unfortunately, I don't have any more information with this primer because I've had it for a while and everything is rubbed off. But if you have any other eyeshadow primer, you can by all means use this. So I'm starting off with this eye pencil in Citron 13 from Yves Rocher, and I'm just using that for the inner corner of my eyelid because I want the yellow in that corner to stand out a bit. So I'm just using that as a base, and then I can put the eyeshadow on it. So this is where it gets exciting. I am going into my really colorful Eyes on the 80s palette from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to use this yellow eyeshadow and just lay it over the eye pencil that I just used. And I am packing this on with my MAC 214 brush, which is a short tip brush, and it's ideal for packing in eyeshadow. And I'm just tapping the eyeshadow onto my lid, so I'm not rubbing, I'm just picking the eyeshadow up and I'm just patting it onto my inner corner of my eyelids. That way I know that I'm getting enough of the eyeshadow in that area because I want it to stand out. Again, like I said, I'm using matte products, and so I need to pack it in because it's just gonna fade off after all the blending. Still in my BH Cosmetics Eyes on the 80, I'm going for the orange now. And again, using the same method, I'm just patting it next to the yellow, just overlapping it a little bit. And this time I'm using just a regular shader brush to do this because I don't really want to be mixing the two colors. And I'm applying the orange and slightly blending it into the yellow because I wanted to have a nice gradient. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna later use a blending brush to blend this through, but as I'm applying the orange, I'm slightly blending it into the yellow. So I'm overlapping it just a little bit. So after the orange has been applied, I take my little blending brush and then I go in and blend the two just from where they join, where they meet. I'm just using my blending brush now to nicely and softly blend it together. Not all over, but just, you know, just so that we don't see any harsh lines, you know, where the yellow ends and then the orange begins. I don't really want that. So with my medium blending brush now, and still on the eyes on the 80s palette, BH Cosmetics, I go now for the purple, and then I put that in the corner of my eyelids, the corners of my eyelids, and then I spread it just into the crease. Not going too far, but you know, packing the eyeshadow in. Okay, so you see me start with the blending brush, but then I switch because it's not really packing the eyeshadow that I want. So I go back to my first eyeshadow brush that I use, which is the MAC 214, because that just packs in enough eyeshadow as much as I want. And then I'll later go back in with the blending brush. So now that I've applied it, I can go back with my medium blending brush, and okay, so now I'm just gonna spread it out, you know, blend it right into a little further into the inner corner of my eyelids, and concentrating it around the outer V. So as I'm blending, I am creating like a V in the outer corner of my eyelids, and just, you know, spreading it over my, yeah, just blending it into the orange as well, so that we have a nice gradient. So what I'm doing is I am building up on the purple. Like I said, they're all matte products. So as I blend, I feel like they fade off. So I just keep adding a bit more and just building up on it. So I'm blending my crease now and just dragging the purple into the inner corner and out, and creating this V that you can see in the outer corner. Just to intensify the outer V and to give it a bit of depth, I'm going to go into my 28 Essential palette by BH Cosmetics, and then just take, with the same medium blending brush, I'm just going to dip it into the black, and then just keep it right in the outer corner and just drag it maybe a little bit into like the middle crease. Next is to blend everything out. Everything that I've done, I'm just going to blend out. So I am going to start from my outer corner and just blend out all the lines, all the colors that I've put in there. Just blend out all the crease lines and give it a nice smooth transition. And I'm doing this with my E261 Diffuse Blender by Yves Rocher. once it's all blended out, I'm gonna go in with my transition color, and it's back into my BH Cosmetics 28 Essential Eyes, and pick this light purple. Is it a purple? It's sort of like an icy purple, so it gives it a nice transition. I'm just using that to highlight my brow bone area, and then blending that again downwards into the crease so that it's a nice transition. And I'm doing this using the E261 Evita Joseph brush, blending brush. Next is to line my eyes once my eyeshadow is done, and I'm using City Colors Black Creamy Eyeliner and the MAC 210 brush. For my natural lashes, I'm just going to mascara with Maybelline's Rocket Volume Express. And for my wispies, I'm going to go for my Red Cherry 747S in black. These are really nice and natural. They're not too thick. They're just really natural, light eyelashes. And I love it because it just looks like my own. And I'm gonna clean up the glue with this Maybelline eyeliner. For my waterline, I'm just using the same eyeliner I use for my top lid, and just applying it with the same brush, the same MAC eyeliner brush. Okay, I'm just going over the eyeliner, the creamy eyeliner with a black pencil, and just any regular black pencil will do. It's just to kind of smudge it out a little and not have it looking too crisp. And then I'm just gonna go over that with this purple shade from the Sleek palette, the I Divine Sleek palette, and I'm just using that to further smudge the lash line. And to finish the look, I'm gonna go back into the 28 Essential Eyes by BH Cosmetics and use a little of the black, just a touch of the black, to finish off the lower lash area. And that will be my look completed. And I did this again using the MAC 214 brush. My skin is already prepped, so I'm just going to go in now in foundation, and I'm going to use this from Maybelline, and it's the Fit Me liquid foundation, and I'm going to combine these two shades in 355 and 360. I like to just dab them on my face using my fingers sometimes, because then I control how much I put on my face. So I spread that using my fingers in little dots, and then I go over with my brush and just spread it out and then just build up on it. And it's a really nice light foundation. You can build up because it's a medium to heavy coverage. So yeah, I love the fact that, you know, it's nice and breathable, and it's a close skin shade. And then I just blend it with this MAC 190 flat foundation brush. I like this brush because it has a nice soft feel, and it feels like your fingers, and it's really feathery on your skin, so it's gentle and it's just soft, and it just spreads the product nicely. So yeah, sometimes I like it. concealer, I'm using the LA Pro Conceal in Toffee, and I'm going to use it also as a bit of a highlighter just under my eye area and the highest points of my face where I want the sun to hit, or where naturally the sun will hit. And I blend it with my MAC 190 brush so that it has a nice smooth gradient to it. And because I already used it for my foundation, I don't want too much of a highlighter. I just want it to look really natural, so it will kind of tone down the toffee, which seems to be a little white at the moment. So yeah, that's why I'm using the same foundation brush. If you have a beauty blender, you can go ahead and use a beauty blender with this. But yeah, I just decided to use the same foundation brush. So to set my concealer and my under eyes, I'm just going to mix these two benign powders in Olive Sand and Sienna. And I'm just applying it with a little contour brush. And then I'll go over it with a beauty blender just to smooth it out and blend it out nicely. After setting my concealer, I'm gonna go in and just mascara my lower lash line. For the rest of my face, I know you're probably wondering why I haven't set the rest of my face, but because I'm gonna be using other powders for the rest of my face, I just didn't want the build up. So for contouring, which I'm doing now, I'm using the MAC Film Noir just for a light contour, and I'm doing this with the MAC 109 contour brush. I'm using circular motions just to give me that nice soft contour. I don't want a rigid line, so I'm just using circular motions and dragging it up my temples and just across my forehead, just to, you know, shape the face and contour it. For my cheeks, I'm using this Samoa Mosaique blush in number 3, and it's just giving me a nice blush or a nice flush to my cheeks. So nothing too heavy, and obviously because it's a daytime look and my eyes are quite vibrant, you know, my cheeks just need that little pink flush. And I'm applying this with my Elizabeth Arden blush brush. For highlighting, I'm going to be using the same cosmetic brand, Samoa, and this is their Osmosi, I think I'm pronouncing it right, their Baked Blush in number 2, and this is more highlighting. So yeah, I'm just using that just under my eye area, and I'm highlighting. Oh, strobing. Yeah, are we strobing? Yeah, we're strobing. Yeah, we are. So yeah, you can you see it? It's just giving me a really nice highlight and dabbing just a bit over my brow bone area, you know, because naturally that's where the light would hit. Yeah, this is basically strobing. It's just, you know, highlighting to the max. I'm not really strobing today. My tutorial today is not really about strobing, but yeah, I'm just including a little bit. So for those that wonder what strobing is, it's just excessive highlighting. This next step is just something that I personally like to do. So what you see me doing now is that I'm just buffing everything I've done in. I've just used the flat bronzing brush to buff for starters, and now I'm going over with my big Elizabeth Arden face brush and I'm just buffing everything in. And I find that this process just gives you a really natural, seamless look, and it's just something that I do now and then. And there you have it, the face is done. For lips, I'm going to mix these two items. So I'm going to first line my lips with this pencil in Pretty Wine from Color Care. After lining my lips, I'm just going to follow it up with the lipstick from Samoa in the shade Glam Royal. Blend it together and my look is complete. I'm done. I'll just go back in with a pencil just to clean up and tidy up, and my look is done.
Hi guys, and welcome back. So this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I must say that I do like the Samoa bronzers that I got, and I may have gone a little bit overboard, but I really like them. I like the effect, I like the outcome, I like the texture. If you have a similar palette at home, go ahead and experiment. Don't be scared. I love color, which is why I have something this vibrant. Push the boundaries. Don't be scared to play with color. And I do like how the Samoa products turned out. Play with whatever palette you have, whatever colors that you have, play with it and just have fun. Will I buy the product again? Yes, I would. Thank you for tuning in once again. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe. I will put all the products that I used today in the description box below. And if you have any questions and if you have any requests, please let me know. Like it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And thank you for joining. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time in my next video. Okay?